Hunted, haunted, harried, and hassled. Our second place award winner has survived and prospered where others would have faltered and failed. The most important years of a person's life are the first 5 years. 90% of the brain is developed, and experiences will affect a child for the rest of his life. The first 5 years were not kind to our recipient. He started life in Nigeria in a well-to-do family. He had 2 brothers, one older, one younger. His father's brother and his wife had 1 boy. At age 4, his aunt decided to try and even up the number of boys each couple had, not by having more children, but by trying to eliminate our recipient and his brothers. Boys are more important than girls in Nigerian culture. She poisoned the food of his older brother, but was not successful in killing him. She then gave our recipient an injection saying he was sick. He watched as his aunt injected a syringe full of clear liquid into his arm. He trusted her and almost died. Finally, when he was 5, he was walking with his younger brother, who was 3, when someone paid by his aunt ran his brother over with a motorbike. He blamed himself for what happened. Remember, the experiences during the first 5 years affect a child for the rest of his life. His family escaped to the United States a few months after the last incident. Life was good again, at least for kindergarten, but with first grade came the bullying. Students made fun of his accent and his looks. He could live with it, but he decided to tell his mother. She decided she would change school districts, and as he said in his application, the bullying went from bad to toxic. Name-calling such as African booty scratcher and asking whether he was related to monkeys were common occurrences. He became depressed, had no self-confidence, and contemplated suicide. He thought he would receive help at home, but he was wrong. Beginning in 4th grade, his father became both physically and verbally abusive. He would hit our recipient constantly, and one time woke our recipient up and started hitting him in the head with a belt buckle. His father said he would never grow up to be anything. Our recipient told us, "I don't know what family is." Between his father and the bullying at school, he was at his wit's end. He did not tell anybody because he thought it would only make things worse. He also blamed himself for the bullying, saying it was his fault. As seen recently by the gymnastics scandal and all the sexual predators, things get covered up to the detriment of the victims. However, there is a good side to this story. He decided to focus on his education as a way to escape the abuse and create a brighter future. When he enrolled at his current high school, the bullying stopped, but he said he was an introvert and spent a huge majority of my life in a shell. Would anyone blame him for withdrawing? He discovered a talent for art and acting. His teacher, Genevieve McLeish-Petty, said in her letter to our committee that she had to nag and plead with him to get involved with the school play. But once he did, he excelled in all he did. His counselor, Renita Robinson, in her letter to our committee said, "Abiodun is wise beyond his years. He managed to give real meaning to the saying, 'What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.'" She also said he is a great role model for others around. Ms. McLeish-Petty said, "Abiodun never tolerates others talking down to him or to any other student that is mistreated by others." He currently carries a 4.06 grade point average on a 4-point scale and is a valedictorian of his class. He is a member of the National Honor Society, has played varsity soccer for 4 years, and been in the drama club for 3 years and participated in many school activities. He has been accepted by 23 colleges. He wants to go to Ball State and major in psychology with minors in English and art. He told us that he uses art to escape from depression. It allows him to let go. His career plans are to obtain a PhD and become a teacher. He wants to understand how human functions work, so he may understand himself and others. We want him to let go. We feel that he will be successful in anything he does and will help others. Please join me in welcoming our second place award winner to the stage from Northwest Community High School, Akinseye.
Hi there. Now the fun part. I know how much you love being up in front of people. Although, you were in the play Willy Wonka. Tell me what you played.
Sorry, nervous. Originally, I didn't want to play anything. Okay? And then I got the part of, I think it was Grandpa Joe. But then we had to switch everything up, and since everyone didn't know their lines, and so we did a gender switch, and so I ended up, everybody else got a gender switch, but I knew my lines already, so I decided that instead of being Grandpa Joe, I was Grandma Josephine.
Where did Oompa Loompa come into it? I thought I read that in your essay.
No one was fun, so I had to be.
You had to be fun, absolutely. You know, I was struck by the first line of your essay. I may be paraphrasing here, but my life has been hell. But then you qualified it. What did you say after that?
I don't know.
It was about learning from these experiences and pushing them out to use them with other people. Bullying is a huge, huge problem. When did that turn for you and you realized you could stand up to this and you could help others?
I spent my whole life getting pushed around. And when I got to middle school, for once in my life, I had friends that stood by me and helped support me. So I felt that itself was the strength I needed because I spent my life in isolation. I was afraid of my father, and I felt horrible for my mother and myself and my brothers, and I felt like I didn't have anyone. And then, like, one of my favorite teachers and closest friends, McPetty, right there, she helped a lot. She's the one who put me on stage.
Who are some of, and congratulations to you as well, who are some of the other people who have been really good in your life?
My girlfriend, Kiara, and my closest friend, Victor. He's right there.
Yeah, back there.
Yeah.
With all that you've been through, I know that depression has been a problem from time to time, and you are certainly not alone. Your circumstances are different, but certainly not alone in that. I think it happens with a lot of kids. What would you say to kids who are down in that deep, dark hole?
I'd say, I was told that life gets better, and I'm here, and I'm proof that it does.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Congratulations.